Michael Irons and the Great Continent by Nathan Moore. Chapter 20. Begin Again. The dark manor lay recumbent on the gated hilltop, foreboding against the starry, moonless sky. No lights shone from any window, nor did any ever, for the twin caretakers were blind crones, rumored to be witches, of course, and did not reside in the manor itself. Rumors of such places were to be expected, and this was no different. Its old family name cursed more than a century previous, and despite no member of the household proper being seen for 50 years, still the estate was managed. The disappearances were why even the naughtiest of children did not so much as throw rocks at the glass windows. Varied and sundry ne'er-do-wells and cut-purses had scaled the ivory-encroached brick walls, found a window to pry, and simply vanished. No sounds, no bodies, no remains. The caretakers could see nothing, of course, and the aged maids were tight-lipped regardless of how the law inquired. Even the most brazen louts did not approach, nor had any tried for almost 20 years. If one were to climb that low and foreboding hill, walk the grass-encroached cobblestone path, climb the aged steps, mount the unsteady porch, push open the heavy, resistant oaken doors, a quiet and bare hall would be found. Marble floor, dome ceiling held high above the second story, dark and long absent any festive ball or gay gathering, looking instead as if to wait for a wake. To the right, dining room and kitchen beyond, but now turn left, find a narrow hall, a closet first on the right, second what likely served as a pleasant study once, while left were the stairs to the second floor. There's a door beneath the stairs, the kind of door one might expect to reveal a closet. Entering, however, is found a dark portal down. Narrow, steep steps leading down into a deep basement. The stairs are solid, despite their age, nary a creak or groan. They hold their place like silent sentries. And at the bottom, only a hallway turning left, from which a lamplight flickers faint. Turn and peer down the blank and lifeless hall, and there is a warm, smoky parlor beyond. Ancient manuscripts and books spill from shelves and heap upon desks, parchments and papers yellowed from smoke. An unused high-back chair rests against a wall, and before it sits a side table, large enough to hold the tray of drinks and a stack of books. The books are present. One is open, propped up and being read by a head. Milky eyes flit across the pages, staring blankly yet seeming to read at a studious pace. A black, well-kept, oiled mustache curls eloquently over healthy lips, which occasionally move and twitch as they silently read. Black hair is coiffed in rich waves of a dandy style favored from youthful years long past. The face and features are those of an aging man, perhaps 60 and change, or a very hard-lived 50. The flesh rich and padded with good food and health. The countenance and bearing is that of an English gentleman of modest distinction and good breeding, while carrying enough wry wit and gleam of cunning to easily pin him as a favored uncle who will allow or even encourage harmless naughtiness from the family's progeny. But he is ahead, alone, hidden, doomed. An ear perks, and the milky eyes jerk from the book's pages, mouth slightly agape in a manner of intense listening. Then a smile begins to slowly broaden across his features, the manner less of good humor and more of a man smug that he is proven right. Well, aging but resonant timbres fill the room and the hall without effort, despite the lack of lungs. Well, well, I turn around for a moment and you're already crawling back. From the darkness of the hall comes a low voice. It has been 20 years. Has it? Whether the head is truly taken aback or feigning surprise cannot quite be ascertained. Then the jaw works slightly, a scarce constrained agitation. Well? A few moments of silence. Success. The milky eyes light up with such rapture that had the old head its old legs, he would have jumped for joy until his knees gave out from under him. Brilliant! Capital! How? In my travels, I met a man who could perceive the layers of reality unseen by normal folk. I will need to take you to him, to the other side of the world. The old head sighed a little, let down that his expectation could not be immediately met, but the gratefulness still shone from those sightless eyes. How long? Months. A preparatory sigh as the head steeled himself, resolute. He attempted a brave smile, saying, I suppose we should discover whether I can become seasick. I am loath to take you by sea, the voice admitted. Should I lose you overboard? The expression on the head did grow somewhat contemplative and vaguely fearful as imaginings floated past his mind's eye. Drowning eternally would be unpleasant, he eventually agreed. And during my most recent Atlantic crossing, something may have gotten a taste for me. Must not have been a very big taste if you are still here. The head chuckled dryly. Indeed. Are there affairs that need to be put in order? The head shook as he could. The twins have made do for over a decade now. Discovering I am gone would likely be a relief for them, and they know to hold it in trust for your return. I will not return, said Michael Irons, stepping into the lamplight of the book-choked den. There is no place for me here. No prospects, no future, no connection. I wandered too long and have become adrift. Even if I forced my feet to stillness and attempted to construct a normal life, I would make a poor husband and father, I think, if I could even find a woman who would have me. Had the head a dismissive hand to wave, he would have done so. Posh! Women settle for far less and far worse than you. Besides, you're a proper Englishman. You're supposed to be aloof and stoic and strict with children. Perhaps you will convince me in time, was the unusually amicable reply from Michael Irons. But for now, we have a very long journey ahead. By the dawn's breaking, the ancient manor, recumbent upon its hill, was now truly empty.